News Day continues here on One News Now. I'm Sean Yao. The city government of Manila will enforce a no face mask, no entry policy in two major cemeteries for Undas. Let's get more details from Gio Robles, who's joining us live from the Manila North Cemetery. Hi Gio, what do you have for us?
Sean, stricter face mask use will be imposed at the Manila and South cemeteries. It comes despite ease restrictions on its use outdoors. The no face mask, no entry policy will begin on October 29th until November 2nd from 5 a.m. until 5 p.m. Manila Mayor Honey Lacuna explained that the policy aims to protect visitors from contracting COVID-19, especially among the vulnerable sectors. Lacuna also reminded parents that unvaccinated children below 12 years old are barred from entering Manila North Cemetery. This morning, the Manila Mayor and police officials made rounds in the cemetery as part of its preparations for the surge of visitors this Undas. Under a plan Galugad, 3 people were arrested for illegal drugs, while another one was nabbed after authorities found out there was an arrest warrant issued against him in Pampanga for supposed trespassing. Authorities remind the public that firearms, sharp objects, vendors, videoke, gambling, and flammable items are not allowed inside the Manila North Cemetery. This will be the first time since Manila North Cemetery has fully reopened to visitors after 2 years into the pandemic. Sean, so far we're not seeing huge crowds here yet, but right now there are some burial activities going on. Starting tomorrow, it will be prohibited as part of preparations, and also we are seeing workers from the Manila City Engineers Office setting up tents and barricades along the entrance of the cemetery. From where I am standing right now, I also see some vendors lined up or positioned at the entrance. Prices of flour range from 40 pesos, the cheapest, and 300 pesos depending on its type. Back to you, Sean.
All right, thank you so much for that update. Gio Robles reporting to us live from the Manila North Cemetery. Thank you, Gio. Meanwhile, the health department says it has recommended a pilot test of the voluntary indoor mask policy before its actual implementation. Health Officer in charge Maria Rosario Vergere told Radio 5 that this was their proposal to the IATF. Vergere did say, though, that she will respect the majority's decision on the matter. The acting chief of the DOH also said that face mask use will not be mandatory in public transportation in the executive order to be released by President Marcos. Instead, it will just be highly encouraged.
Boils down to individual decision. Shared responsibility po natin ito lahat. So kapag alam po natin na medyo hindi po angkop na magtanggal tayo ng mask, we highly encourage people to wear their mask. No? Lalong-lalo na po dyan sa public transport, lalo na po dun sa mga tataong lugar.
We're gonna pause for a quick break, but we will be back with more stories after that. Keep it here on One News. You're still watching One News Now. I'm Sean Yao. The Philippine Army is looking to fortify its air assets in order to improve territorial defense and disaster response. Brian Castillo with the details.
The Philippine Army welcomed the new Bolco BO-105 helicopter from Filipino-based aviation and aerospace company Dornier Technology. Can go as fast as 242 kilometers per hour and can reach an altitude of up to 17,000 feet. The new plane was donated to the newest unit of the Army, the Hiraya Aviation Regiment. Lieutenant General Romeo Browner, Army Commanding General, said the new aircraft will be helpful in the conduct of various operations.
Kaya ako nag-aral na magpalipad is because you have to get the feel, to know for yourself the importance of aviation. It was always a comfort to know that you had air assets ready to come to your aid whenever you needed it.
Browner also promised to prioritize the augmentation of the aviation regiment to help troops assigned in critical areas such as Mindanao. For his part, Defense Department Officer in Charge Jose Faustino Jr. says he has instructed the AFP to come up with a priority list for the military's modernization program. This will be taken from the $100 million or 5.8 billion pesos in military aid that the United States recently provided. As of now, the DND is still reviewing Horizon 1 and 2, the first two phases of the program.
We are considering all other factors like the capability of the government, ang ating economic situation ngayon, just to make the list realistic. Meron tayong mga kinuwang mga sasakyang pandagat, pangimpapawid, na siya ring mga kagamitan na multi-use kasi pwedeng gamitin sa HADR or Humanitarian Disaster Relief.
Faustino said the funds initially intended for the purchase of 16 M17 helicopters from Russia will be used instead to buy heavy-lift helicopters. It can be recalled that the country backed out of the $38 million deal with Russia over fears of sanctions following Moscow's still ongoing invasion of Ukraine.
The project itself, which is the heavy helicopters, buhay yung project na yon. But right now, the important thing is matapos mo na yung documentary requirements para makancel yung contract.
However, Russian Ambassador Marat Pavlov said Moscow is yet to receive a formal notice of termination. For News 5, Brian Castillo, we are One News.
The United Kingdom's first Hindu Prime Minister Rishi Sunak faces the formidable challenge of stabilizing the British economy. The details in this report from Bloomberg.
The United Kingdom is a great country, but there is no doubt we face a profound economic challenge.
Rishi Sunak is Britain's third Conservative Prime Minister in 4 months. He predicted a lot of the damage caused by Truss's government, and that gave him credibility. And now that he's in charge, the post-Truss tax burden is at the highest level since World War II, and the Treasury has to fill a $25 billion hole in public finances. This is all coming at a cost of living crisis, with prices surging a lot more than wages, causing a wave of protests across public services. Then there's the looming energy crisis, with government support running out in April. If by then the government doesn't think of a new package or energy prices don't decline, household bills could double. How does the next Prime Minister balance the books?
So we're expecting him to do the bare minimum required, and that may mean that he erodes some of the fiscal headroom that he had at the time of the March budget. So hopefully that will limit the requirement for painful austerity in years to come.
Let's now take a quick look at today's other top stories. 44 people were injured in the magnitude 6.4 earthquake that hit Abra on Tuesday night. Infrastructure damage is at over 52 million pesos, with the Cordillera region sustaining the most damage. The Las Piñas Regional Trial Court has raffled off the drug case of Juanito Remulla III to Branch 197. The son of Justice Chief Boying Remulla is facing charges for the possession of illegal drugs. And in the weather, Paeng has intensified into a tropical storm and is expected to intensify to a typhoon on Saturday. Signal number 1 is currently in effect over Catanduanes, Samar, and the eastern portions of Albay and Sorsogon. For more updates, visit News 5, The Philippine Star, and Business World online. Visit our website, onenews.ph, for more in-depth analysis. You can also catch One News on Signal Play. Register for a free account at signalplay.com and stream One News live anytime, anywhere. I am Sean Yao. We are One News.